Hello, hello. Reading the 2024 Dungeon Master's Guide, audiobook mode, working through the Touring the Multiverse section. I'm pretty sure most of y'all gonna skip this section, and I can't really blame you for it. This is a situation where it's probably gonna be faster to actually RTFM and read the manual than to listen to my videos. But I'm trying to provide a little bit of extra value because I do thank you for your time. I appreciate your time clicking into the videos. We're reading through it. The second part, I'm providing some extra resources should you want to add more stuff to your game. So kind of keep that in mind. Even though the sections are really short, they're not very thorough. They're not comprehensive in any way, shape, or form. Just to get enough to give you an idea of what is this outer plane about and what can you do for adventures. So you're going to read and go, screw that, or you're going to read and go, that's cool. And if you decide that's cool, hang out for the second part of the video because I'm going to give you some more information that you can go, that's cool, to go, oh, that's really cool. But other than that, let's get to our reading here. Next up is Hades. The layers of Hades are called the three glooms, places without joy, hope, or passion. A gray land with an ashen sky, Hades is the destination of many souls that are unclaimed by gods or fiends. These souls become larvae and spend eternity in this place, which lacks a sun, a moon, stars, or seasons. Excuse me. Leeching away color and emotion, the gloom on this plane is more than most visitors can stand. There are three layers of Hades. The first one is Oinos, a land of dead gray ash, stunted trees, and violent diseases is stalked by roving bands of fiends looking for a fight or recruits for the blood war. The second thing is Nilfheim. Gray pine trees blanket rolling hills and rocky bluffs, and thick mists coil around their trunks. The third layer is called Pluton. Shriveled willows, olive trees, and pulpars contribute to the gloom of this concentration of the deepest despair in the multiverse. Now, this is the plane of gloom. At the end of each long rest taken on the plane, a visitor must make a DC 10 wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature gains one exhaustion level that can't be removed while the creature is in Hades. If the creature reaches 6 exhaustion levels, it doesn't die. Instead, it permanently transforms into a larva, whereupon all exhaustion levels afflicting the creature are then removed. Permanently transformed. Ooh, that's spooky. Hades Adventures. Hades embodies despair manifested as apathy. Pure, undiluted evil is like an inescapable force of gravity, dragging all creatures down, not in body, but in spirit. Even the consuming rage of the abyss and the devious plotting of the nine hells are subjugated to the hopelessness in the gray wastes of Hades. This plane slowly kills dreams and desires, draining hope and optimism from formerly fiery spirits. An adventure in Hades can challenge characters to find an answer to the ever-present question that hangs over this plane. Why bother? As apathetic despair saturates their hearts and spirits, they must find a way to rekindle the passion of life and the sense of purpose that drives them, or else succumb to the hopelessness of the plane. Adventurers might pursue a hag, a lich, or another evil spellcaster who comes to Hades to collect larvae for vile purposes. Once they're in the three glooms, the adventurers risk becoming trapped by the overwhelming despair of the place. That's it. That's what we're getting on Hades. We're all good. We're all done there. Yay. Okay. Not a ton in the book, as is usual for our outer planes. When we look at our map, Hades sits here kind of in the central. Neutral evil. Pure neutral evil. Remember, you have the abyss on the right, which is pure chaotic evil. The nine hells to the left with his lawful evil. The Gehennans in the middle are kind of neutral evil with lawful tendencies. The Carcerai people are neutral evil with chaotic tendencies. Hades is just hopeless evil. Evil and despair and gloom is represented in this plane. And once again, we are going to go to our second edition Planescape box sets for information on these planes. This is one of your most comprehensive systems, most comprehensive setting source books for when you're playing around in the lower levels. Okay, the Endless Despair of the Grey Waste starts over on page 42. Let's get on down there. Get on down, get on. Oh, way too fast. Oops. Liber Maleventia. But yeah, big box set providing your planes of conflict. Planes of conflicts being anything considered neutral. The major conflict in the outer planes in the cosmic wheel is law versus chaos. It's not good versus evil. Good versus evil are kind of are stuck the way they are. We're good, we're evil, we are what we are. Law and chaos seems to be the true conflict when you get to the outer planes, and the Gray Waste sits outside of that conflict as a neutral plane. It ends up becoming a battleground. It ends up becoming a scavenging ground for all of those that may otherwise be found here. One of the major battlefields for the Blood Wars sits kind of in between them. Lots of information here if you really want to go into some depth. If you're into the Nordic, Norse mythology with Hela and all of that kind of stuff, Niflheim is a great place to play around with. It gets into some of the deeper concepts of both Nordic and Celtic mythology into that. So if you want to add some more stuff to your world, yeah, Niflheim, Hell's Domain, all of that kind of stuff. Good times. A lot of good resources to be found here. But yeah, ultimately, the Gray Wastes is another one of those planes. It's kind of up to us to turn into our own type of a thing, okay? Short, not a ton of stuff to be found in here. It's okay. There's not a ton of stuff in the 2014 version either. Honestly, since 4th edition's Manual of the Planes restructured the Cosmic Wheel, there hasn't been a lot of content made for the Outer Planes, and that's not a bad thing. That just means we have vast tracts of infinite space to make into whatever we want as Dungeon Masters, providing we can follow the structures and the themes that are given within the 2024 book. Everything else is ours to draw on, ours to make adventures, make campaigns, make memorable moments within. But hey, thanks for hanging out. Quick videos, knocking them out, trying to get through the tour of the Outer Planes. Likes, follows, subscribes are appreciated, but more importantly, thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll see you for another episode.